to the cars, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece.
Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Noosa bring out the bankroll. Jekyll Mariah, he rips your soul. Brooke and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck math cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we bout to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many ribs, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains froze. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with one piece.
Get rich with one piece.
The piece to the cars, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. 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 Get rich with one piece.
The piece to the cars, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece.
Yo, we got Luffy and Zoro, the better the duo. Sanji and Noosa bring out the bankroll. Jekyll Mariah, he rips your soul. Brooke and Perona, they cold like a snow globe. Going through the stack like we looking for some crack. Taking y'all to class, man, you better know your math. Call the deck math cause he always running black. We don't need no power tools, we just bring the axe. Cause we bout to chop it up. TCG, level up. This is more than beginner's luck. Got so many ribs, they backing up. Rapping so cold, got the mains froze. Everybody know that the gang goes. Laws of the land don't make me repeat. We the next king. Getting rich with one piece.
Get rich with one piece.
The piece to the cars, the key to the treasure.
Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece. Get rich with one piece.
It's not working, damn it. Here we go. Now it is working. It be working. Whoop, too zoomed in. We're too locked in, guys. We're too locked in. All right, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Who's That Pokemon? Well, I'm super excited today. I know I didn't stream yesterday. I just needed a day off. I might go down to streaming a little bit less again for a couple of reasons. A, there's just a lot of stuff going on outside of, not anything bad, just like very busy with like trying to do stuff for the kids. Work is just absolutely crazy, and this just opening the packs is just an extra. I mean, it's an enjoyment, but it's starting to feel like another job. You know what I'm saying? And it's just one of those things. But we'll see. That's not a guarantee or anything like that. Yeah. I'm saying it like I stream every day anymore, but which I don't. Obviously, I didn't stream yesterday, but sometimes I just need some time off where yesterday my daughter had flag football, and so she played. This was her first game ever. She's in high school, so it was super fun, super exciting. And they had all three teams playing, the JV, the varsity, and then their C team. They had them play, so we stayed there the whole time. Watched all the games, and it was dope. It was really cool to see, like, it's the girls' flag football, and it's really dope to see them out there, you know, kicking ass. Really is what they are doing, and it was really cool to see, right? Because typically when you think of football, like, it's a male sport, right? And so to see, like, these girls, and a lot of them, you know, hadn't played before. Not I don't know how many, but I know that after talking with Maya, like, there's a good amount that haven't played before. And so to see them out there in a real game, to kind of start putting the things together that they've been learning in practice and whatnot, it is so cool to see. It is really amazing, and they got some skills. They really got some skills. They were out there. I saw some people get mossed. I saw some people get shook. I guess one of the girls, I think it's the quarterback on the varsity team, I guess she's going to be, like, going to nationals, like, representing the United States in flag football. I don't know what the competition is. I don't know if it's for the Olympics or if they have some sort of other international competition or something, but she's really good. She is really good. And they're throwing bombs back and forth, people getting mossed. It was very, very quality gameplay, and I'm excited for the rest of the season to be able to go and watch. But yeah, so that'll be fun. We have some more games coming up here in the next couple weeks or so. So I was just kind of gone all day, not all day, but after work. Took her up there, expecting, I thought we were only going to do one game, but the coach wants you to stay and watch all the other games and stuff like that. So I was fine with that. Again, the games were really good to watch, and it was really nice yesterday too. So it wasn't a big deal or a burden at all. And yeah, so got back home, and I was gonna stream. I was kind of like getting some stuff together and ready, and I was like, you know what? I put some orders together, and I don't even think I sat and watched TV. Did I watch? I watched a couple of episodes of Invincible yesterday, and I worked. So yeah, that's my life now. But today, Thursday, I went to a tournament, which was this tournament typically is pretty small. There's not a whole lot of people that go to this one, which is fine. But there were 6 people here, and it's funny because, like, I've been there before where there was only 2 people. Me and one person played. The best 2 out of 3. And so he ended up there were 6 people there. 5 people actually joined, and then the person who was running the shop, he joined the tournament because there was only 5 people. And I mean, he knows how to play the game and stuff. He actually beat me. Spoiler warning. Yeah, he actually beat me, but I guess he's like fairly new to the game, and you know, that's one of the things that happens, right? It sucks to lose to somebody who's newer to the game, but he has played the game enough where he can win games, obviously, because he won his first game, he won his second game. He did lose his third game. So I did go 2-1. So in my 2 tournaments, so in the 6 games that I've played, I've went 4-2. So I'm doing really well, and I should be 5-1 because of a massive misplay on Tuesday when I was in that tournament. Like, that, literally the game was won. The game was absolutely unequivocally my game to win, and I ended up barely losing by 1K counter. And if I, you know, freeze this whole board for 1 turn, then the game is, you know, it's extremely locked up. So, but anyways, I'm glad that happened because it was the first day that I was playing, and I still played super well with it. and it's just local. It's, you know, whatever. So it's not like this is any high stakes or anything like that. But it's etched this in my mind, and it's kind of changed like my play style a little bit to make sure that something like that doesn't happen again. So it's making me more cautious, more careful. So I think it's definitely a good thing. Do I want to have lost the game? No, I want to make all the right decisions and stuff. But that was the only mistake that I made, like the only glaring mistake that I made in all 6 of my games. Like today, I played really well the first game, won that one. I'm not gonna say that one was easy. That one was a little bit tough, but the second game was just, it's a card game, and sometimes RNG just is too much to overcome. I was still very close to winning that game. But yeah, RNG just kind of got to me. I was one card away from being able to mill out, right? So I couldn't use my leader effect by one card. And it's just one of those things. And then the third game, I won the third game. Played against a Krieg. So I played up against Blue Yellow Nami first game. The second game was Red Yellow, what the hell is her name? Red Yellow Bonnie. And the third game was against Red Green Krieg. Don Krieg. So Krieg just terrifies me. I don't know what it is. Like, I think Krieg's ability to pretty much, not pretty much, but to have the entire board minus 2k is just so terrifying. But I do have to, but one of the nice things about Brook is like all your characters are big bodies, right? And so, and I guess they're like medium-ish bodies. They're not like 12Ks or anything like that. Even though you do have an 11K in there with the Law and Beppo, but for the majority of them, they're like 7,000 power characters. Like that's the bulk of them, the bulk of your characters. And that minus 2,000 power does suck, but you still get to swing. You still get to swing without having to attach Don, without having to sacrifice your resources. You still can swing. So having a 7,000 power character is so nice. You got the secret rare Luffy, the 6/7 green secret rare Luffy. You obviously have the monster Luffy, which that one gets up to 10k. So that one you can still swing pretty good with. You have the Pirate Docking 6, which is a fantastic card. Being able to swing 7 with that card is awesome. I mean, it's down to 5 when Krieg has his leader effect going. Nami, 6k, 8,000 power. Like that kind of sucks because it goes down to 6k, or excuse me, it goes down to 4k. So you do need to attach a Don to it. But with that being said, you just one Don in order for it to attack, and you're typically not, unless you're playing Law and Beppo, you typically will have an extra Don to play. Or an extra Don to play with, like especially when it comes down to the end right there, and you're poking them the whole game. You're poking them, you're dwindling down their hand. And I was able to play my Electric Luna combo. Well, actually, I didn't play the combo. I just played it. And he had his characters rested. I think he had 2 characters rested from attacking. He had a blocker, a Morgan blocker. He ended up blocking. I think I swung a couple of times. He ended up blocking. And I played Luffy. I'll be freaking out thinking people. I'm sure it's because I've been playing this deck for so long on the sim, but I really be out thinking people because people be like, oh yeah, I'm safe now because I do the combo. So I'll swing a couple of times to try and get him to block, to try and bait him into blocking. So all his characters can be rested, so I can freeze them all. But he didn't. But I swung a couple of times and he didn't block. And then I ended up swinging the 7k. I think I swung the 7k with the Luffy, with the night, or with the well, I think what happened was I brought back I played a I played a Nami. Nami brought back the secret rare Luffy, so I was able to stand for Don. And then I swung with the Luffy, 7 into 5. He blocks, gives me a 2k. I still have a couple of Dawn up. So I was able to, so I froze this whole board. People hate that shit. People hate that shit. And then in the end, I triggered another Luna. It was the last card of my life, and he had just played a Don Krieg, and so yeah, he just played a Don Krieg. He had 2 Don Kriegs on the board, and Don Krieg gets rush, and so he played Don Krieg and swung it with his other Don Krieg that was active, and my last life was a Electrical Luna, and I was able to rest him. And so I think I still would have had it, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm not sure. He tried to rest my Usopp with his leader effect, and it doesn't work. You can't rest that Usopp with the leader effect or the character's effects, only event cards. And and so I was being nice, I guess. I don't know what the ruling is, but he tried to use his effect on the Usopp. It doesn't work. And so I was like, you can just use it on because I had another blocker out there. I had the Zoro out there, and I was like, do you want to just rest the Zoro, whatever? So he rested the Zoro. Yeah, I'm too nice when it comes to that stuff. But I will say this, like, it doesn't matter. Like, these are locals, right? And it's just one of those things where we're all just learning the new decks and stuff like that. But man, people are wild. Maybe the centering be in yes, the centering will be with us today. I will not lie, I couldn't wait, and I looked at 3 cards on the so once they ship the cards out, they've changed up a bit when they ship the cards out, because before, once they were graded, they would tell you, they would have the grade on there or whatever, and then or maybe it was a little bit after that, whatever. But now they won't show you the grades until they actually ship them. And so once they were shipped on Tuesday, I looked at 3 cards. I know the 3 cards that I looked at. But there's still a bunch of cards. You guys don't know any of them. And then there's the other 22 that I don't have, or that I don't have any idea what I got on. So, yes, I am alive. Yotsugi, you missed my beginning spiel. Sometimes I just gotta take a break, man. There's just other stuff going on in life, and sometimes I just gotta like do my own thing, sit down, and I didn't even get to really do that last night. I worked a little bit last night, but anyways, woe was me. But I did watch some Invincible last night. The show was fantastic. I would recommend watching it. And yes, babe, 25 cards. I mean, I don't think I have any. Maybe I do have an order of 25 cards, or excuse me, an order of like 4 cards. Maybe, I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, I got a couple more orders of like some pretty big orders like this. And so hopefully, again, my goal is like, you know, once a month at this point to be getting a big order like this back, which means I need to send off another order here. Hopefully I can stop being lazy and do it at some point this week. And I say this week being Thursday. But yeah, I need to do that. I need to send off another order so I can be sure to get some in 4 months. So I get this order back in 4 months. But I'm pumped. This is the biggest order that I've had so far. You got 3 blocks off with the 1 cost Perona. The 1 cost Perona. The are you talking about the anti-KO Peronas from OP15? I should be good. I should pull out something. Oh, yeah, I'll use an envelope. A green deck trying to remove? What green deck runs removal? but that is very nice. I was just talking to somebody. Today about the because they were running Nami. Oh yeah, this was the first guy I played. He was playing Nami, and he said he had Leo in his deck, and I think Leo and the Perona are their two best of all the anti-removal that they put in the game, because like Perona, you're trashing a card from your hand, which most black decks want to be trashing shit from their hand. And that card's a 2K. That's absolutely amazing. And then with the, I think Perona is the best one. But then the Leo is, you bounce a character to the bottom of your deck, which you can do like Searchers. He can bounce himself, right? So, I think those are the two best ones, because the red one, the Kobe, you have to minus 2,000 from your leader, which is stupid as fuck. That is so dumb. It's like, bro, I don't want my leader. I mean, it is like a in case of emergency type of a deal, right? If you need a character to stay on the board, you can minus 2,000 power from your character or from your leader. The green one. The green one is Laboon. I think you have to rest one of your cards. Maybe it's one of your Don. It's either one of your Don or one of your cards. So that's not bad. But typically you try and keep, you try and tap everything. So that one's okay. Like, that one's fine. I think you have to tap a Don, but I can't remember. Let me see. The purple one is pretty good too. The purple one, you Don -1 to prevent something from getting removed. And then yellow, I can't remember what yellow is. I would assume, I think yellow is like, yellow is the Jewelry Bonnie. And you probably have to like flip a card, a life card face up or some shit like that. I think that's what Bonnie does. Let me see. Oh, Lucy. Okay. Lucy. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay. That makes way more sense. I was like, wait a minute. What are you talking about? A green deck removing shit? Green deck will rest your shit, but it ain't gonna remove it. But no, a Lucy. Yeah, absolutely. A Lucy got them fucking barrier pistols or whatever they're called. Barrier pistol jab or something like that. And then it has those, the fire fist. Oh my God, that shit is so annoying. Not minding his own wife, bro. You first off, you trying to get me in trouble. Second off, I have a mod. Like she said, she only cares about supporting the channel or whatever, but make her VIP. It's a bromance. Yeah, see? A man really only needs one mod in his life. Until a better mod comes. I'm just kidding. I'll never take away your modness. All right, let's get to opening some fucking cards, y'all. Okay. This first box. So they sent me a massive box. Typically, I get one of these boxes. Let me switch over my... So yeah, typically I just get a box like this. Okay, this is a massive box. Okay, I'll show you here. I'm stupid. Yeah, so typically I just get like one of these. But I had 25 cards, so they sent me 3 of them in a bigger box. I probably need some scissors. Some scissors. Let me get some scissors. I'll be right back. Oh, man, I'm just so excited. If I had this cleaned off, maybe I would show you guys, but people would be touching my damn case here. I got a decent amount of cards so far. I needed to buy some more of the stands. I told myself I was gonna do it before I got a bunch more of my cards back, but I didn't. I think I probably have like 10 more stands right now. So I'll have enough to kind of fill this up. I'll take the best ones out of these, kind of fill this up. And then I'll probably have to start making some adjustments to make some more space for some things. But yeah, I'm super pumped. Maybe one of these streams I'll show you guys like the whole collection or whatever. The whole collection. Sorry, not the whole collection. The whole collection. The entire collection. There we go. That's a better way. All right. It's guy love between two guys. That's a Scrubs reference. Okay, I probably need two. I have not been watching Scrubs. Not that I don't want to, because I do. First off, I've been just super busy. And secondly, I don't like when, like, I don't like waiting for the episodes and stuff like that. So I just, and with there being so much on to watch that have like full seasons and stuff, like right now I'm watching Invincible. I'm watching the most recent season, but they have like 5 or 6 episodes available, right? So I was able to like watch a few episodes. I did watch the first 2 episodes of Scrubs. Haven't watched an episode since. But once they finish their season, I would assume they have like 10 episodes. I hate, if I could bitch being an old man for a bit, I hate that they went down to fucking 10 episodes for everything. I fucking hate that. 10 episodes a season. Scrubs used to have 22 episodes a season, and they may do that too, but I don't think that they are. I'm pretty sure that they're probably doing 10 episodes like everything else fucking has been moving to. But I really hate that. I really hate that everything is like 10 or less episodes. It just sucks because you have to wait a year for the shit. And oops, wait a minute. I'm looking at the front. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I'm gonna need two stacks. Andre 2 stacks. Okay. Wait, you watch Title Card? How is it? I don't understand that. I don't understand what you're talking about. What's Title Card? No, dude, it's everything. Everything does 10 episodes. Everything is 10 episodes now. They might have started it, but everything is 10 episodes or less. Like you can't get 20 episode seasons anymore. Back in my day, back in the good old days. Yeah, I said I was gonna be on my old man shit. All right, guys, let's see what we got. First card is, okay, this isn't bad. This is an Ezo. This is not one of the cards I know what it is, but so Ezo, this is a special print card from it's not like an SP, but it's like an alternate art from the deck. The ST22 Ace and Newgate starter deck. It's from that deck because they gave you like a pack of 3 cards, I think, and the 3 cards had like alternate versions. This was the most popular card from it. I think Ace and Newgate kind of like was second, but I think this was the most popular. At least it was when I sent it off. Now who knows what the hell the most popular one is. Let me straighten this out for me so I can. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. That's funny. They do such a, I love how they do that though. I love how they do that with Invincible. It's really cool. It's a really cool. I don't want to call it a gag, but it's kind of like, you know, the couch gag from The Simpsons. Like everything is, they always do the same thing. But yeah. That's yeah, it's a very good I like how they do that. Okay, so first card, what do we got? Make sure you guys can see it. 9.5. This one isn't bad either. 2025 One Piece Starter Deck 22 Ace and Newgate. 9.5, 9.5, and 9.5, and a 10 on the corners. And that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Start stacking these things up over here. Oops, okay. Alright. Probably should do it this way. Yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. This is the way we're gonna do it. So I can just... What do we got here? Ooh, we got the Roger. Another one I don't know what it is. So the two of the three that I know are the cards that I sent from Riftbound. So I know those are two of the three. So there's only one card. It might be the Roger too. I can't remember. It may or may not be the Roger. I don't know. So maybe I only really know two that I can think of. All right, so Goldie Roger, the alternate art from OP13. We get a 9.5. Let's see, what do we have here? Centering 9. That goddamn centering shit. Edges 10, corners 10, surface 9.5. That centering, if that centering was a 9.5, this would probably be a 10. No, I think it has to be 3 for it to be a 10. Now that I'm thinking about it. I think I remember that. 3 10s. But did I pay for... I think I must have paid for the what are these called? The mini grades or whatever. I can't think of what they're called right now off the top of my head. Not mini grades, but the subgrades. I think I paid for the subgrades for this set, and this was the last one because it's just cheaper. And you get the subgrades when you hit a 10. So I'm like, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck. If it's a 9.5, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about the subgrades? Okay. All right. Next card up is the special print Ben Beckman. This is from where the hell was this from? Well, it'll tell us here in a second. I'm pretty sure this is from is this? No, it's not. I think this is OP13. I think this is a special print from OP13. And what's crazy is like this is one of the good, like, because sometimes the SPs are like kind of but I think the SPs from OP13 were pretty good. We'll see what it's from. Originally it's from OP09, but all right, reveal. A 10! Hell yeah, let's go. First 10 of the night, baby. So we got so this is from Carrying On His Will. So this is a SP from OP13. So we got 10 on everything except that damn centering. Goodness. How much was grading? Grading was, so for this whole order I paid like $500 for this entire order. 25 cards. And so that's kind of what got me to like not, because like it's $3 per card additional, because I think it's like $14 to have a card graded, but if you want the subgrades, then it was an extra $3, so it was like $17 to have the cards graded. And then you have to pay, it makes you put in like the amount that your declared amount for the card for insurance purposes, right? Because the more your cards are valued at, the higher the insurance is going to be for it, so for shipping. And so yeah, so it was $500. So the second time I did it without, or so every time afterwards I'm doing it without the when I send a bigger order like that, when I send like special cards in, like the SPs and stuff like that, like the boas and that kind of stuff, the boa SP, like those I pay for like a higher express service, so that automatically comes included. It's just the lowest tier will take, or will you can take the subgrades off. So yeah, it was $500. It's a long story short. But yes, I'm actually pumped with that. This card looks really good. This card looks really good, and we get our first 10. So close to being a black label, but we'll get one day. I mean, you can probably start off sending like a few of them. You know what I'm saying? You know, go send 5 of them. You know, I know it's still $100, but send 5 of them. Now, my thing is like, yes, it costs money to send them in initially, but if something hits, you know what I'm saying? Like if I get a black label anything, if any out of 25 of these cards, if one of them are black label, I guarantee you it'll pay for the entire order. You know what I'm saying? There's probably going to be a card in here. I don't know what one. You know, I can't remember what cards are in here, but there's potentially that a card in here that could pay for the order, even not being a black label. So that's my thing. Like it takes money to make money, but and all these, like I haven't seen one yet that I'm probably going to sell. Maybe the Roger. Maybe some of these are sellable, right? I think that Beckman might be staying with your boy, but. You know, some of these cards you sell 2 or 3 of them, even the ones that aren't $500, right? You sell 2 or 3 of them, and you make that money back. You know what I'm saying? So that's my boy math. Yeah, I like sending the leaders. I do like sending the leaders a lot. Let's see. All right, so we're down to 2. We got some, man, this one has some hits in it. This one has some absolute freaking hits in it. This box. And we got 2 boxes of way more cards. I think this only has 5 cards in it. Each of these boxes will have 10 cards. Each of these other boxes will have 10 cards. So, all right, so this is the alternate art for the Saint Jupiter. This isn't the God pack or whatever, or Demon pack as they were calling it. This isn't that one, but it's still the alternate art. And I told myself, I'm sending everything in. I'm sending absolutely everything in because people are paying crazy prices for these things graded, right? A card that, you know, goes for $20 or $30 graded, selling for $100. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's absolutely worth it. So I'm sending everything in. All right, so this is the alternate art for the Saint Jupiter. We got a 9.5. This one is very close. Corners. And the centering is killing me. All right, we got 9.5, 9.5, and a 9, and another 9.5 on the centering. But 9.5s are still gem mints. Beckett is notorious for being a more tough grade than some of the other companies like PSA. So a 9.5 typically will go for about. It's not always 1-to-1, but it'll go for about what a PSA 10 goes for. So, and then a 10 for Beckett goes for more than what a PSA card will go for. So, I'm sure at some point PSA will probably implement some sort of like higher tier. You know what I'm saying? Like a gold label or some shit like that. They should, but whatever. Yes, but 9.5. I'll take a 9.5. I definitely will. Do I want a 10? Absolutely, but 10s are hard to get for a reason. So this one looks good. Very nice. All right, last one, Rebecca. I kind of want to save this one because this one is a banger of a card, but we're gonna look at it because it is here. This is a SP from PRB 02, which is my favorite set. I love PRB 02. Man, this card looks so amazing. I'm gonna try and let's look at it. Then we'll kind of look at the why I like these cards. Like these cards from this set were so dope. The special prints. All right, I don't know what this one is either. I do think that Gold Roger was the only one that I knew from the One Piece cards, and I couldn't even remember what it was. But I do know that the 2 cards that I know for sure what they are going to be the cards from Riftbound. So all the other One Piece cards, I'm learning their grades like you guys. All right, for Rebecca, we got a 10 on the Rebecca. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Hell yes. I was really nervous this one was gonna be a freaking 9.5. Which again is still good, but a 10 is even better. Let's fucking go. Oh my goodness. God damn, the centering is killing me. It really is killing me. Oh my goodness. I will absolutely take that's a fucking banger. That is a banger. Yeah, I know it's not black because we need a 10. We need a 10 for all of them. All 4 of the categories need to be 10 for it to be a black label. But still, if I said black label, obviously I misspoke. But I'm super pumped to have a 10. I'm super pumped to have a 10. So yeah, damn it, the centering. If this was a black label, so a black label is when all four of the categories are 10s, it bumps it up. So to get a 10, 3 out of the 4 labels, or 3 out of the 4 categories have to be a 10. And then for it to be a black label, all 4 out of 4 have to be 10s. So yeah, so what I was saying, this card could potentially, I don't know what Rebecca's going for right now because I haven't looked in a long time at this Rebecca in particular, but Raw, I think this card probably goes for like a couple $100, right? It might go for like $150 to $200. With this being a 10, it could easily get to the $400 or $500 range. So yes, let's go. These SPs they look so good. Like you can see like the like all the lines and everything are like wrapped in gold or outlined in gold. It just looks so amazing. Let's go. I'm actually stoked that this was a 10. So we got two 10s out of 2 10s, and they were on the SPs. That is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. These other ones, 9.5s are fine, honestly. I think 9.5s are really fine for these other ones, but getting 10s on both of the SPs from this, that is massive. That is absolutely massive. Like this Ben Beckman, I think it's going for like maybe $70 or something like that raw. So a 10 could probably go for like $150 to $200. And then again, I haven't looked at these prices in a long time. So yeah, look at the Ben Beckman. Like it kind of like looks okay like this, but then when it hits the light just right, like all the gold, it wrapped in the gold, everything wrapped in gold. Oh, they look so good. Oh man, that is great, and I'm super pumped about the Rebecca too. Being both SPs being 10s, I'm pumped about, but the Rebecca is more of a big hit. Let's go. Ooh. Oh. All right, we off to a good start. Let's get some more 10s. There's got to be a black label in here, right? There's got to be a black label in here. All right, look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Look at them things. Okay, I'm gonna try and not look because I want to be surprised. I like to be surprised like you guys. So I don't want to know. I'm just gonna kind of like try and cut the bubble wrap off without looking, without being able to see, because it's bubble wrap, so I can see through it to the label. Okay, what else here? Okay, there's a rubber band on them. Take the rubber band off. Don't hurt yourself. All right, got our stack of 10. I haven't seen anything at all. Oops. Well, I seen this first one because I had them upside down. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, I did see this first one. Okay. How do I want to do this? Okay, hopefully we just transport. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Okay, cool. I hope they're all the same way. Okay, cool. Okay, we got this Marco. I'm trying to remember how I got this Marco. I think I bought this from TCG Player. And this, I think this was from, maybe this was just the alternate Marco, but I'm pretty sure I bought this from TCG Player. All right, this is alternate art from OP02. Wow, so this is an old school one. This is an old school Marco. All right, so what do we have here? What do we have here? For if there's a black label, something like that. Yeah, I gotta get better at doing the polls and stuff. You know, typically that would be something like a mod would do, but you know, I don't have any good mods or whatever, so I'm just kidding. Got the best mod in the world. All right, Marco. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? At least I think I saw what we got here. Okay, we got a 9. I did see this one. All right, so what did we get a 9 for? All right, we got centering, edges, corners, and surface. Okay, so I feel like this one was very close to being a 9.5. So if we would have gotten another, let me look at some of these other 9.5s. This one had a bunch of 10s. These had 10s. All these had 10s. So I guess this one was probably closer to being a 9 than a 9.5. But this was one that I bought from, again, this was one that I bought off a CCG Player, so I don't know what kind of condition it was in. Again, I said I was just going to send fucking everything. I was just going to send everything. Fiend, what is up? Been a long time. You know what? You're right. I will. I'll post some shit on Discord. I will post some shit on Discord. Will it be tonight? I don't know, but I will post my stuff on Discord. I'll post all these on Discord. As a matter of fact, guaranteed. It may not be tonight, but it will absolutely get done before this week is over. Okay, so we got a 9 on the Marco. Let's move on. We're gonna hit some 9s. Shit, we might hit some 8s. Who knows? Dude, these I'm pretty sure I sent these off in December. These set. I just got them today, so I'm pretty sure I got them. Yeah, I sent them off in December. Okay. All right. So this is the alternate artwork for Venus, Saint Ethan Baron, Venus Jorro. All right. So what do we have here? Another 9. Wow, this is the box of 9s, I guess. They're hard. They're grading hard. Man, we got a 10 and a 9.5 and 2 9s. That still gave me a 9? Huh. That's interesting. Now I'm looking. I'm comparing. I'm like, okay, 10 and 9.5. The 2 9s. Yeah, the 2 9s. Definitely brought it down. 10, 9. This one has 3 9.5s. So yeah. What was the 9s on the centering, that goddamn centering, and then the surface? Alrighty. Okay. I think actually now that I'm seeing this card, I think this is the card that I know what it will be. I think this was the one. I think this was the one. Okay, this damn laptop done turned on in front of me. All right, so we got the alternate art. This is from OP13. Yeah, we got the alternate art Boa. OP13. 9.5. After two, it's funny. After 2 9s in a row, you get real happy about seeing a 9.5 real quick. So yes, I am. After those 2 9s, I was like, hold on, man. What do we gotta hit some 9.5s again. So yes, we did get a 9.5 on this alt art Boa. Looks really good. 9.5 on the centering. Oh my goodness, just one. Either the centering, man. Centering is just a fucking bitch. I haven't gotten a 10 on one centering so far. Surface, 9.5. Centering, 9.5. Not too bad. Not too bad. Again, after those 2, I'm like, give me a damn. All right, cool. So this is my loose cannon. So this is the alternate art for the Jinx. So I did get the alternate art, and then I got the signature version of this card. I got that back a couple of weeks ago at this point. So this is the non-signature version of this card. And we got a 9.5. So both Jinx and the the Jinx alt art and the signature art, we got 9.5s on both of them. I'm fairly certain the Jinx is going for like, I haven't looked at this stuff in a while, but I did look at this Jinx like relatively recently, like maybe in the past 2 weeks or so, and I'm pretty sure the Jinx can sell for like 2,000 right now, even at a 9.5. So super pumped. Not this one, the signature one. This one, I don't know. This one probably will go for like maybe $200 or something like that. I don't know for sure. But what do we get? 9.5 on the centering and the surface. So very close. Very close. I know a lot of people will crack these and then they'll send them into like PSA. Because PSA, again, is a little bit more lenient. So it's a very good chance that this comes out at being 10. But I'm just like, it doesn't matter to me. I think they're the same. They are the same. Okay. This is the last card that I know the so they had the cards in a row that I knew what the rating was. All right, so we have alternate art, and these are basically the leader cards, right? These are the legends. Yeah, these are the legends, the alternate arts for the legend cards, which are basically the leaders in the Riftbound game. All right, so we got Herald of the Arcane, Victor. Alternate art on the Victor is a 9.5. So we got, thankfully a 9.5 because we got a 9 on the edges. So centering is just gonna be the death of all the cards. I can kind of see why the edges were a 9 on this one, because at the very top it looks like it's kind of like it's slightly warped or whatever. Actually, around all the edges I can see that, but 9.5 isn't bad. This card will probably go for a couple $100. See, like, that's one of the things, like, it was $500 to get the cards graded, but when you have cards that will probably go for, this one maybe go for 150, this one maybe 200, maybe they both go for 200. Shit, it's what somebody's willing to pay for it. Like, you make up that money very, very quickly. At least that's the idea. Shit, maybe no one will ever buy any of these from me, and I'll just kind of be sitting on them forever. Ooh, this next card. I might have to move this next card to the bottom of the pile, because this is probably the card that I'm excited to see the most out of all the cards that I'm getting back. This next card not this card that I have on the table, but potentially this next card. I'm probably going to be moving that to save it for the last out of this stack. All right, so we have the alternate art. So I was able to get 4 of the alternate arts for the wow, I cannot think of their English, or the 5 elders. What is their the Goro say, or whatever they're fucking called. But the 5 elders, I got 4 out of the 5. I can't remember which one I'm missing. And what's funny is I got like a duplicate of all 4 of the ones that I have. So there was one that I was missing, so I can probably reach out and get that at some point. All right, so St. Marcus Mars, alternate art. We have a 10, baby! 10, the first of the Gorose that we got a 10 on. Very nice. Man, those 9s, I'm not gonna lie, those 9s gave me like freaking PTSD. And I'm like, just don't be a 9. Just don't be a fucking 9. Be a 9.5. But 10, I'll absolutely take a 10 for this. There we go. Yeah, this looks really good. This looks awesome. Man, and the centering. The centering. Yes. Okay, this next card I'm setting off to the side. It needs its I don't want to look. I don't want to see what this one is yet. Yeah, I don't want to see anything about you, Buster Brown. Like I said, I'm probably the most excited about this card. All right. and we'll see. I'll tell you what it is here in a minute, because we don't have many left to go. This one is not bad either. This one is not bad. I'm pretty excited to see this one too. All right, so this is an SP. I've hit up quite a few of the SPs from SPs from OP12. So OP12 was, and this was, it's funny because this was back when like I didn't really realize how lucky I was from getting the SPs, because I was getting a couple SPs from OP12. But now, like looking back, hindsight being 2020 and whatnot, I'm like, man, I have some pretty good. Like I haven't hit any mangas yet, but I have some pretty good luck with the SPs. So even this set, I was able to get the Newgate in one of the first. I think my first box that I opened, I was able to get a Newgate from that. So the SP Newgate. So yeah, I do pretty well. All right, so this is the Portugas the Ace. So it's originally from Starter Deck. Okay, this is from ST13. Ah, okay, I know this one. So yeah, this is from the ST13 Starter Deck. This is a SP, which was reprinted back in OP12. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna pull this down because it keeps getting hidden by 9.5. We'll take a 9.5. So see, we got a 10 and a 10, and that centering will always be killing us. And then the edges. So 9.5. We'll take it. All right. So 3 10s. 3 10s. All right. So we in a bit of a phase here. We got another Portugas Ace. So this is the first. I'm pretty sure this is the first alternate secret rare that I ever pulled. So this is the Ace from OP13. Its effect. I don't understand this card at all. I genuinely do not understand this card. It makes no sense to me. I don't see how this card is a secret rare at all. Like sometimes, like I'll be bitching about like the number one card that I bitch about right now is like the Bonnie, the secret Bonnie from OP12. Especially when you like compare it directly to its counterpart in that set, the Kuma. It like just doesn't feel like like it has the secret rare level of levelness to it. But this Ace is even worse, and I don't understand it. It came out in OP13. Again, I'm still happy because I got the alternate artwork for it. This was the first one I ever pulled, the alternate artwork for a secret rare. But if you have 3 or less life cards, this character gains Rush. Okay, so it has Rush, not too bad. On play, give up to 1 Rested Dawn card to your leader. Okay, fairly good as well. Then you may return up to 1 of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less to the owner's hand. Okay, it bounces a card. All this stuff seems really, really good. Devs, all the old heads coming out the woodworks. But yeah, okay. So you get to bounce a 5-cost character back to the owner's hand. One of your opponent's 5-cost characters. Yeah, okay, then you may return 1 of your opponent's characters. Okay. If you do, your opponent plays up to 1 character card with a cost of 4 or less from their hand. So it's just like, that doesn't make any sense. What would? Debs with the Prime sub. Thank you very much. I'm grateful. I'm appreciative. Thank you. Welcome back. Yeah, so everything leading up to this is good, but then it lets your opponent play a card from their hand. It's just like, that doesn't make any sense. Like if it stopped after, it gains Rush, you get to attach a Dawn card to your leader. You get to attach a Rested Dawn to your leader. And you get to bounce a 5-cost to your opponent's hand. Okay, I could see making a case for that being a secret rare card. But then they get to play a character with a cost of 4 or less. Like, that just makes no sense. Makes no sense. All right, what we got here, Ace? What we got? What we working with? A 10 for the Ace. Let's go. Of course, centering is killing me again, but I will absolutely take that. This is, again, first alternate art secret rare that I've pulled, so it holds a special place in my heart, so it really makes me feel good that it's a 10. All right, and spoiler alert, the the card that I set aside is also an ace card. So we'll take a look at that after this one. Spoiler alert. All right, so again, this is from OP12, so you can kind of see the similarities, right? This is the, typically they have like a similar theme to the special print cards for a set. This was this neon look for the cards was what they did, and I really like it. It looks really good, especially compared to some of the other SPs, but this was very, very unique, like art style. I really like it. So this is Tashigi. This one, man, this one I'm like, you know, it could be whatever. I think it's just a searcher. Yeah, it looks like it's just a searcher from OP06. So what do we have? Tashigi 9.5. The edges were rough on this one. Ooh wee, edges were down. And guess what? Guess who has the best centering? Yeah, of course, this Tashigi. Got a 10 on the centering. That is hilarious. That is absolutely hysterical. But we couldn't get the edges right. All right. Last from this case, we still have a case of 10 left. Last but not least, it's a conspiracy, hey man. You just have to say, "Oh, that's a 10," like you do. All right, so this is an SP Ace from EBO2, but this was from PRBO2. So this was a special print from PRBO2. The original set it came out in was EBO2. This card just looks so gorgeous. We'll kind of take a peek at it here in a second. You can kind of see Ace's face back in the background there. Oh yeah, we can still kind of take a look at it right here. This card just looks so good. It's an Ace card. It just, yeah, and how they have his silhouette kind of in the background with outline in gold. It just looks amazing. So, all right. Just don't be a 9. Be a 10. Be a black label. Be a black label. All right. First black label. All right. What do we think? Gank that. We think the centering is 10 on this one. What are we thinking the the centering is? Looks pretty. No, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna fall for it. Centering is a 9. Oh Jesus, dude. Thanks for that. All right, well, we'll see. We got a 10, baby. Let's go. Of course, the centering threw us off, but oh my God, they must be doing me right with the with most of the SPs. They didn't do the SPs for these two, which honestly is like, these two were like the ones that we looked at so far. Those two were like the least of my concern when it comes to like the being a 10. The ones that have hit 10s have been like the bigger hits, right? So we got the maybe the Ben Beckman too. Maybe I would have rather have the Ace be the 10 instead of the Ben Beckman, but this Ace, fantastic. And they're all the same. They're all 10, 10, 10, 9.5 on the centering. But we got some good ones. Oh, that Ace is that's lovely. That is absolutely lovely. Oh man, that looks good. I'm pumped. All right, this is it. This is the last of the Mochikins. All right, what do we got here? Got the last 10 cards. This is re-motivating me to have some cards sent out, because I was, I'm kind of like, I have like probably 5 orders out right now. That'll be coming back, at various times. But this is definitely re-motivated and re-inspired me to get a pack of these, to get a pack of 25 of these sent out, like immediately. So I might be doing this tomorrow, spending some time uploading some cards or putting in an order for like 20 to 25 cards or so, because this is so fun. I love doing this. All right, again, I gotta hide so I can't see. Okay, these are the, okay, all right. Where's the damn lynch pin at? There it is, okay. Okay, so, all right, face down, ass up. All right. I'm not looking. Okay, that face down. Oh, face down. Face up. Okay, we'll face up. What is first? Okay. I think we hit, like, if I'm being honest, I think we hit like the bulk of the bigger hits. I think some of these were just some of the ones that I was like, let's just send some shit out and see what happens. Which, whatever, those are still, you know, those can still get black labels too, and those can still get 10s and all that fun stuff. So, all right. First off, we have this Rora Noah Zoro. This is from the illustration boxes. So this wasn't one that was like super hard to get or anything like that, but some of these things were going for $100. It was crazy. It is so crazy. Right, some of the cards from the illustration boxes graded were going for like $100. I'm like, what are you people doing? You can go get one literally for $30, right? And so, so that's when I was like, I'm just sending everything in, absolutely everything in, and we'll just see what happens. So, this is the, this is definitely the child of that. Okay. All right. So, Zoro, illustration box Zoro, 9.5. On the centering and the edges were a little bit off, but other than that, pretty good. I'll take a 9.5. Now this card, this Luffy, I've sent in. Yes, I've sent in 2 of these already. I think I had 5 total of these Luffys. These are the set sell event Luffys, and I got them for free when I picked up packs of OP13, I think it was. Yeah, and the person just was like, he gave me a pack for each. He gave me a pack of one of these Monkey D. Luffys for every pack that I got, and I got like 5 packs, so I think he just gave me all that they had left, type of a deal. These are going for like over $100. Like I have one posted right now for like $150. It's not, it hasn't moved yet, but there's a potential that it definitely can, because they've sold for that and more in the past. So, yeah, I think I have one for $150. I have another one that I'm just kind of holding off on, and then we have this third one here. So, all right, Monkey D. Luffy from the set sell event. What do we have here? 9.5. Centering, obviously, and then the edges again. So I think this is my third 9.5 on those. All right, here we go. This one's pretty decent. I think these next 2 will be pretty good. All right, this Yamato. This is alt art Yamato. This is pretty good artwork. I like it. I like it a lot. What do we have here? 9.5. This time it's the surface that does us dirty. You dirty Yamato. All right, 9.5 on the Yamato. What do we have next? Usohachi. This is an alternate art from PRBO2. We got a bunch of PRBO2s. I don't know if they're necessarily in here, but there is quite a few PRBO2s that I ended up getting. Usohachi, fantastically great card. It's just a generically, it literally gets played in pretty much every green or purple deck. On play, if you have 8 or more Dawn cards on your field, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5 or less. Absolutely insane effect. And it has a 2,000 power counter, 2K counter. So, Gank that, thank you for the ban. Very nice work. Very nice. See, that's why you're the world's best mod. So, and this artwork looks good too. So it's just I think there was already an alternate artwork for the Usohachi, but this is one again from maybe there was an SP Usohachi. This one was just an alternate art. Yeah, from PRBO2. All right, so Usohachi, he looked like he chilling and whatnot. What do we get on the Usohachi? 9.5. What are we missing? Okay, so this one was a good 9.5 because this one was closer to being a 9 than a 10. So I will definitely take this 9.5. I will for sure take that. Do we want a 10? Obviously, but we damn sure don't want a 9. All right, Monkey D. Luffy. So again, this was the other card that came in the illustration box, along with that Zoro that we looked at just a few cards ago. So let's see what Monkey D. Luffy got. Luffy D. Monkey, another 9.5. This is the 9.5 box. All right, what was, of course, the centering and then the edges. All right, this is the very first release event card that I won, and I won it from a raffle. So the shop that I went to tonight, the same one, when they do their release events, they have one for the winner, and then they have one that they raffle off, right? So literally anybody other than the person who won the event can win the raffle. And I won. This was the first time I had won a release event card, and it was because of a raffle. So I will absolutely take that. Trust me. All right, is this a good? All right, opponent's attack, opponent's turn, give this character negative 3,000 power. When attacking, if your leader has the Navy type, your leader's base power becomes 7,000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. So this isn't a bad card. I just think that negative 3,000 power just kind of, because like, look at the cards now. There's a ton of cards that give your opponent, or that give your character, your leader, 7,000 base power without making the card worse. So what do we got for the release event winner? Kobe. Another 9.5. The Surface. The Surface. I'm not mentioning the centering anymore, because obviously the centering is always going to be less than. All right, Saint Topman Workery. I think this is the fourth. I think this is the fourth of the 5 elders. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the 4th of the 5 elders. Maybe it's the 3rd one. I don't know, but this may be the last of the 5 elders. All right, so Saint Topman Workery. Ooh, ugly, ugly, ugly. All right, what are we doing here? Oh, the centering is way off. The centering is 8.5. Whoa. Yeah, that centering being 8.5 threw us way off. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, the edges and the corners, yeah, if this was a 9.5, this would have been a 9.5. 9.5, but, you know, it'd be like that. Ooh. 3 9s. That's not bad. It's 3 9s so far out of all the cards that we've opened. Hopefully we don't have any more. All right, Charlotte Pudding. The Charlotte Pudding. Hopefully we can get some creeper to buy this one for more than they should be paying for a card. But, all right, this is the Alt Art. I actually pulled this one too from OP08. Alt Pudding. $9.5. 9.5. Man, centering is just a bitch. It is just absolutely insane. All right, Surface. 9.5 as well, but this is one of the ones where it's closer to being a 9 than a 10, so I'll definitely take a 9.5. All right, we got 2 cards left. Let's get another 10. Let's get another 10. I want a 10 out of this box. All right, and these are some good ones too. These would be nice as 10s. All right, we got Nami. This is the alt Nami from PRBO2, and this is the PRBO2 exclusive card. So this is the alt art for the Nami that came out in the set. So what do we got? What do we got? 9.5. We wanted a 10, but that's okay. Again, this is one of the ones that's closer to being a 9 than a 10. Well, I guess we're like a point away if surfacing the edges. Not too bad. Last card from the 10 or from the 25. Just don't be a fucking 9. Charlotte Pudding. This card is just amazing. This is again is a PRBO2 exclusive. This is the alternate artwork for the pudding, and we are getting a 9.5. The surface just out of the range of a 10. Man, that whole box was 9.5s. They must like group them that way or something. All right, so all in all, not bad for the 10s that we got, if I'm being honest. Especially this Rebecca and this Ace. I think these are the two like major hits from the whole deal, the whole stream. Love those. And then we got and then I think these are definitely tier 2. The Ace and then the Ben Beckman. Got 10s on those. And then one of the Five Elders. We hit a 10 on that one as well. So alrighty. Let me make sure I didn't put a 10 over here by mistake. I thought we had more than that. These are all 9.5s and there's some 9s. 9.5. Starting to understand why the 10s actually sell for a shit ton more. It's just fucking impossible to get one. But these are all 9.5s. I think there were some 9s mixed in here too. 9. 9.5. What else do we get a 9 on? We got a 9 on the Marco. Now the Marco is whatever. This is not one that I actually pulled. This is one that I just bought from. I just bought off a TCG player, so that's not a big surprise. But yeah, all this is 9.5. So, all right. Yep. So we did come out pretty good, I would say. Do I want more? Did I want more to be fucking 10s? Absolutely. But I think out of the 10s that we got, those are the, like, honestly, I can't think of any other ones that I would have preferred to be 10s more than the 10s that we got. I mean, except for the St. Marcus Mars, like that one's whatever. I mean, maybe that Jinx, and not even for real, honestly. Let's see, what else do we got in here? Maybe this Ace. I mean, that would have been nice as a 10. Yeah. I mean, any of these would have been nicer as a 10. And then this Nami would have been pretty cool as a 10, I think maybe I sent in another Nami, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, honestly, like, if out of all the cards that got sent in, minus this like St. Marcus Mars, which, I mean, that's nice, I'll take it, but these are definitely the four the higher priority ones, right? We got the Rebecca, we got the Ace. Yeah, those are definitely the best cards that we sent off. And then having a 10 on an SP isn't bad at all. Alrighty, so that's it. That is the stream. That's the whole thing. So it wasn't too bad. I kind of want to look some of these up, if I'm being honest. We'll look some of these up. Let's look some of these 10s up. You know what? What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. Let's look at some. We'll look at some of these on eBay. We'll take a peek. See what we can see. I won't do all of them with y'all because it's getting late. But we will mosey on over. Oh, you know what? Let me, while I'm here, I want to see how many views my cards have gotten. So my alt leader Zoro, that one's a little bit of that one's honestly a bit of a stretch, but I'm like, shit, I'm putting it out there, and it's up to other people to not buy it. So yeah, my alt leader Zoro is, I have it posted for 300. I highly doubt it sells. It might, who knows? But I sold one for 250, and that one sold like relatively quick. I think it was like within a week or so. And I was like, shit, let me try it for 300. So if it doesn't go for 300, you know, it's fine. I'll probably bring it back down and sell it for 250 or something. And I also already have one. All right, and then I got one of those set sell Monkey D. Luffy's. That's 9.5. I got that set for 150. That one actually has a watcher on it, so that one somebody's interested enough to be watching it and they're paying attention. So there's a chance that one can get sold, and that one has like double the views. That one still has 15 days left. So I think they put them on here for. It can't be 20. It can't be 20 days. I know I've had it on here for longer than that. I can't remember. Maybe they put it on there for 30 days or something. So we're about halfway through. So yeah, we'll see. We will see. Research. Product research. So let me look up some of these. Well, let's look up the Ben Beckman. Ben Beckman. We'll do the last 30 days. I'm trying to make sure there's nothing on here important that you guys can see, so y'all don't try to steal my identity. Alright. Hopefully there's nothing on here, shit. If there is, don't steal my identity, please. I'm just a little old me. Alright, here we go. Here's a Ben Beckman. Yeah. So, this is a Ben Beckman that was sold on April 1st, so not that long ago, for $189, so just under 200 bucks. This one, what is this one? This one's a 10. This one went for 135 2 days later. I mean, it's one of those things where like people would just sell them just to be selling stuff, which whatever, it's fine. Oh, this is a 10 too. What did this one sell for? 150. Oh, this one was way back. This was an auction. I mean, again, I think it's selling for like 70 or something like that. This one's going for 189 is kind of crazy. Especially when these two went for 150. And this was in an auction. 135 for this one. Yeah, they're going for like between like 60 and 70 bucks. So, I mean, again, not too bad. 190. Again, this one is like an outlier or whatever, so probably can sell it for 160 maybe. I would think. Again, this was like 2-3 weeks ago. So maybe put it on there for 175 or something. I'm not putting it on there. What is next? Portugas. You know what? Maybe I'll take out this dot and do Ben Beckman this way. See if that changes it. I don't think it will. Yeah, there's a lot more results, it looks like. See, here we go. This Ben Beckman PSA 10 went for 200. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Just wanted to click on here. Yeah, PSA 10. This one went for 200. This was the most recent sale, it looks like. 189. Yeah, it did sell for more than this one. 167. Okay. So yeah, 200. That's what we're gonna call it. That's what we comping that at. 200. Now what do I want to do? The Best Premium Booster, Volume 2. I don't know how to look that one up. Because Rebecca would be pretty... Rebecca's SP, maybe? That's a very generic name. Rebecca... PRBO2, I guess. Let's start there. We'll start there. And then maybe we'll do like Rebecca Premium or something. Okay, yep, this is it. PRBO2. March 26th, 270. Another one, 230. Again, this is a 10 from Beckett. 204. $190. This one was from a while ago. Oh, this is Japanese. Rebecca, let's call it premium. Let me see. Let's do premium. A premium booster. See if that gives us some more results. It does. March 13th. 312. Not bad. A tag one sold for 300. That's kind of crazy. 269. See if there's any other. This is a 10. March 25th sold for 226. Not bad. And then the Ace. And I think One Piece is down right now. I mean, I say down, but yeah, this is one of those things where I hold on to all these cards and, you know, premium booster. What is this? This is Portgasti Ace. Oh, this is from Carrying On as well. Yeah. Let me see. Ace carrying on his will. Let's see what we get here. Oh yeah, of course. These are insane for the mangas and stuff. Okay. Maybe I'll do Ace SP. Ace SP. Okay, let's try Portgas D Ace SP. Here we go. This is the one. 10 English. Ooh, about a month ago, went for 430. Tag 10 went for 425. I bet you that Ace, I bet you this Ace 9.5 can go for that. For that, EVO2 SP. This is real recent. What did this go for? This Ace SP went for 470. See, I told you. All it takes is one card to pay for, and I say that, and I'm not gonna sell it, so it doesn't even really matter. But like in my head, I'm like, yeah, this is worth it. So like this one card, pretty essentially pays for the entire order. It pays for the entire order itself, being graded as a 10. And so everything else is just additional money. This Ace, we got a 9.5 on our Ace, didn't we? Yes. Again, that's what I was like. It would have been nice to get a 10 because that one still hit 475. Sheesh, sheesh-a-rooney. What is this, manga? Okay, we're getting in the manga ranges for cards. Yeah, so we can go back one page. $350. See, I think this is the realistic range. $350 for that card. That's actually crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Kid Icarus. This card is raw. This card's raw and it's sold for 400. That is crazy. Yeah, this one went for $3. Yeah, see, these two cards together, $700. Because I'm sure I can get this. I can get $300 for that card, no problem. Yeah, absolutely. I definitely could get $300 for that card. Almost $800 for just the two Ace cards. All right, so there you have it. Yo, Tsugi, I hope you got your paper done. I didn't get any black labels. No, I didn't. No, I didn't get any black labels. Black labels are going to be extremely hard to get, right? I don't know what the hit rates for the black labels are or anything like that, but again, it's one of those things where I'll get one at some point, potentially. Hopefully it's on a banger, but if not, again, like the thing about black labels, like even if there's a very small percentage to hit it, like basic ass fucking black labels will sell a card for 5 to 10 times its value, right? So if the card normally goes for 100, like you can potentially sell it for like 500 to 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely worth it, in my opinion, to send it to Beckett, just because there's that, you know, there's that opportunity. But no, I'm happy with the haul here. We got some really good hits. This Ace, like I said, this Ace was the number one that I was looking for. So yeah, these are probably especially these two are definitely gonna get stood up here. Probably this one too, and we'll have to look through. Even some of the 9.5s, just because they 9.5s don't mean they don't get presented. But I just gotta find out which ones I want to do. Maybe that's a Shiggy. That's a Shiggy's okay. All right. Well, anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I'm actually getting super tired, so I'm gonna let you guys go. But thank you for hanging around with me, and this was a very, very fun stream. I really liked it. But until next time, guys. Good luck on your hits.